and I'm joined by meteorologist Melissa Nord here in the streaming center with us. Wow, what a chilly morning, and some folks were treated with some snowflakes last night.
You got your sweater vest on.
You got to have it when it's 20-something.
I wore my very warm sweater, snowflakey type of dress as well.
I can see it, yes. They're the flakes.
It's got glitter. I'm Elsa. Nice. My daughters think I'm Elsa like this. Yeah, we had a little bit of snow last night.
How about it?
Not in the metro. We never said it would be in the metro, but look at these videos from Hogpen Gap along the Richard Russell Scenic Highway last night. Angelina Salcedo was out there also. Those frozen ice crystals. So a few little bursts of snow made some excitement as Arctic Blast #1 rolled into North Georgia. Now, there were a couple of counties that had either virtual school today or they had a couple 2-hour delays because we were worried about some black ice formation. But as a whole, this is just the beginning of this wintry week for us.
What do you mean just the beginning? Are we talking about something more this weekend?
Well, we're talking about a lot of cold, Dan.
Okay.
And then there could be, for some of us, some winter weather as well. Who will definitely see the winter weather? That's the mountains again. The metro is still a huge question mark. So I want to talk about that. First, big picture, it is cold out there. We had wind chills in the single digits and teens this morning. They will stay in the 20s for the afternoon. More of that cold is coming in over the weekend, Saturday into Sunday. And when we see that cold setting in, we have to watch out for moisture very carefully. So we're watching Sunday as the models adjust hour by hour as to what may come. Now, here's the European model. I'm going to show you a big picture, 2 different weather systems I'm tracking over the weekend. The first of which comes in with our second Arctic cold front. That'll arrive Friday night through Saturday morning. You can see there we've got some green on the map for Metro Atlanta, but a little mixing in the mountains. So that'll be a possibility. And then as we head into Sunday time frame, along the tail end of that front, we're going to see another low that tries to develop, and that's going to crank up as it heads up to the East Coast. But the question's going to be, where's the moisture? How far to the coast is that low, or how far away from the coast is that low going to end up being? This is the European model pinpointing some wintry weather along the eastern coastline from the Carolinas down through southeastern Georgia. So that model has all the moisture staying east of us. Here's a different snapshot of one run of the American model. Again, we look at ensemble runs, which are looking at little tiny changes in the atmosphere where that wintry weather may end up being. We look at AI models. We look at high resolution models. This is just one operational model. So take this with a grain of salt, a very small grain of salt or a very large grain of salt, the way you spin it. But it does have that moisture a little further to the north and west. So what that tells us is this is a system we're watching. At this point, we know that there's going to be some kind of system forming off the coast likely over the weekend. We definitely see on Saturday morning some light rain coming in with some of those flakes mixing in the higher elevations. And then for Sunday, we still don't know a lot. So we don't know if a storm will definitely form. We think it will at this point. We've seen a lot of model consistency the last 2 to 3 runs now showing this little system forming by Sunday. But where's that system going to be? Where's the moisture going to be? How much moisture will we get? And then ultimately, what would the impacts be here in North Georgia? But the timeline of that would be on Sunday. So we're watching that for Sunday. Meanwhile, Saturday, some early rain showers in Atlanta. We're still going to make it to the 40s in some way, shape, or form on Saturday. Then the cold air blows in and it really drops, I think, by the ending of Saturday. Sunday will be another one of those days like today that we're not going to get out of the 30s. Now, today, very cold. 30s. My camera's not wanting to work, and that's okay.
It's frozen.
It is frozen.
Yeah.
Do you want to build us? I can't sing on this, right? I'll get in trouble. I don't have the rights to the song. So it's cold outside. I was taking my kids to school this morning, and the wind just cuts through you.
Yeah.
It's brutal out there. So a lot of those little babies outside, I say babies, I mean children, waiting for the bus this morning, needed those big jackets, coats, and all that. We've got the wind chills, the temperatures rather, running 10 to 20 degrees colder than this time yesterday. Wind chills still in the teens here in Metro Atlanta, and some single-digit numbers in those North Georgia mountains. I just want to show you a snapshot of the afternoon before I close here. It's cold. So we don't see the wind chill climbing above the freezing mark today. Tomorrow we will drop down to the 20s again for low temperatures. It's going to be cold on Friday morning, but it's not as windy as what we're dealing with today. So today's really the brunt of that cold. Do you want to show me? Do you want me to show you the Saturday system?
Yeah,
a little closer?
I would love to see it because
Okay.
I'm curious. Is it mostly staying to the south of us? Are all
Well,
the models saying that?
that's the Sunday system. This is the Saturday system
We got to
that
talk
brings
about
us
cold
rain.
first. Yeah.
Yeah, this brings us rain and the mountains get more snow. So watch the forecast track. So sunshine tomorrow. We can actually be up around 50. So not beautiful like it was Tuesday outside, but not a bad day on Friday overall, all things considered. We get into Friday night. Here comes weather system number 1 of the weekend sliding in. That'll bring rain to the metro, but you see that little brief blue on the map in the mountains?
Yep.
That's that brief changeover. So that'll be early Saturday morning, more like while you're asleep Friday night. And once again, kind of like last night, yeah, there's going to be some snow falling, but because we make it to 50 on Friday, most of this will melt as it reaches the ground. It'll be those higher elevations that get a light coating, half an inch, probably above 2,000, 2,500 feet in this case. So yeah, a little bit of snow coming to the mountains, Dan, and then the question mark for Sunday.
Look at that. I'm actually going to be in Chattanooga Saturday morning, and there's a little blue there in the
Oh.
Signal Lookout Mountain area, so I'll send you a picture if
Do you
I
have
see anything.
snowsuits for your kids?
Oh, I got
For
in
the
trouble.
dusting?
I got in trouble because I left the big jacket at school yesterday, and I heard
Oh.
about that when I got home.
Oh,
That's what happens when you send
I'm
Dad
sure.
to pick up.
I'm sure. Buckle up.
All right, Melissa. I know you got to get to a meeting, so thanks for popping in here.
Yeah, sure thing.
Good to see you. Appreciate it.